Hi, I'm Dr. Alexandrina Vanke. This is Ethnographic Writing and Concepts series. In this series, I will share my experience of doing ethnographic research, human academic writing, and empirically grounded development of concepts for critical sociology and broader social theory. In this episode, I would like to discuss the question of why ethnography and human writing still matter in the age of AI and why they are valuable despite the flood of text generated by large language models, also known as LLM. As a sociologist, author, editor, and peer reviewer, I extensively work with academic texts. And in my academic practice, I use two approaches to writing. The first is unstructured writing for thinking, which I call write and go with the flow. The second one is structured human writing, which I would like to compare with playing with Lego construction. Let's discuss each of these approaches. First, the approach of writing for thinking helps me to look at my feelings, thoughts, experiences, and subjective issues at a distance. It is very helpful for writing short pieces, blogs, essays, field notes, which are unstructured and can grasp the atmosphere of the place or create mood in an ethnographic text. In my current work, I implement this writing for thinking quite often. This becomes impossible when an academic resorts to help of AI for generating texts, because AI missing this component of feelings which are activated during writing. The second approach is structured human writing, which I would call all cards on the table, or writing as playing with Lego construction. If you need to write an article for a journal with a strict word count limit, you need to figure out beforehand what you will claim, what you will argue, and how you will structure your text. It is helpful to create a plan, or this will be a skeleton of your text, and then to think out the subtitles of your subsections and think how you will fill them in. You can prepare ethnographic examples, empirical cases, interview quotes or quotes from your field notes, and then to expand them and integrate them in discussion, in research literature, and that's how the article is created by a human being. No need to say that these structured academic texts are easier replaced by AI. But at the same time, as an editor and a peer reviewer, I see that AI-generated submissions quite often share a similar stylistic pattern, and they don't have the author's voice or don't show author's position, because AI tends to average out polar arguments or um, opposite positions and claims. These both approaches, write and go with the flow and writing as playing with Lego, are informed by human-centered values, research ethics, and care for research participants' feelings and experiences. Human ethnographic and academic writing is capable of changing social reality and pushing the boundaries in social sciences and create something new, including ideas, thoughts, arguments, and concepts, while AI tends to reproduce the established social order and the status quo in social sciences. And in such a way, AI reproduces stereotypes about marginalized communities and disadvantaged social groups. Um, Plus, AI cannot create texts based on embodied ethnographic experiences, which are gained throughout doing fieldwork. If you enjoy this discussion and want to see the examples of human ethnographic writing, you can read my publications on the lived experiences of workers and everyday environmentalism in Russia, and I will leave the links to my publications under this video in description. See you in the next episodes.